We face a simple but profound problem when we dream of pushing a starship faster than light. Any conventional drive produces thrust. That thrust is not just motion, it is a torrent of energy, and according to Einstein's famous equation, mass. If we do not properly manage that tremendous outpouring of energy, it becomes catastrophic waste. This waste energy can manifest as intense ship-melting heat. It can also warp space-time, creating a gravitational well that could crush or halt the ship. The energy recycling equilibrium presents a revolutionary solution to this fundamental barrier. The core idea is a perfect dynamic balance between the ship's exhaust energy and a countervailing cosmic pressure. When these two forces precisely cancel each other out, no dangerous waste energy accumulates. Imagine the starship as a perfectly balanced scale in the vastness of space. One side, the engine pours a stream of mass energy. This is the energy that would normally become destructive waste. Other side, a controlled cosmic pressure, pushes back. If the push equals the pour, the scale stays level. This is the balance rule. To understand how this balance works, we must first grasp its core components: thrust energy, cosmic pressure. Thrust energy is the total mass energy released by the ship's propulsion system during a jump. It is the kinetic energy, potential energy, that if left unchecked would become waste heat, gravitational drag, a strong physical image. For this is a powerful fire hose blasting water into a confined space. The force of the water represents the thrust energy that must be contained. The cosmic pressure, its counterpart, is a force we can generate by manipulating the quantum field's virtual particles of empty space. This is not a pressure in the traditional sense, like air in a tire, but a fundamental pressure exerted by the universe itself when its properties are altered. It is the gentle but insistent pushback from the fabric of reality. The equilibrium equation is the mathematical heart of this concept. It posits that the rate of change of the ship's exhaust energy, when added to the generated cosmic pressure, must equal zero. For every unit of energy the engine puts out, the cosmic field must provide an equal and opposite unit of pressure. This creates a zero-sum game where no net energy is allowed to build up around the vessel. Imagine a perfectly still pond. Drop a pebble and ripples spread outwards. Create an anti-ripple that mirrors and cancels the first, and the surface stays glass-like. The ability to generate a negative Higgs field is the technological cornerstone of the c-squared hyperjump. But how could we possibly manipulate the field that gives matter its mass? The most promising theoretical approach involves Casimir effect resonators. The Casimir effect is real and experimentally verified. When two uncharged, perfectly reflective plates are placed incredibly close together in a vacuum, they feel a tiny, inexplicable push pulling them together. This force arises from the quantum vacuum itself, as the space between the plates restricts virtual particles from appearing, creating a pressure imbalance with the space outside. It's a direct glimpse into the energy of empty space. Now imagine engineering these resonators far beyond flat plates. We would build complex, three-dimensional resonant cavities, each tuned to a specific frequency. These could interact with virtual photons and with the quanta of the Higgs field itself. By pumping precise energy into arrays of microscopic resonators, we could create a coherent, sustained field that suppresses the local Higgs field. Like using sound waves to cancel noise, we'd use shaped quantum fields to cancel the local expression of mass. Section 4, Navigating the Cosmos, the Hubble Brain as a superluminal map. Once a ship can slip beyond the speed of light, our conventional maps of stars and galaxies become tragically obsolete. A new navigational framework is required, one that charts the very structure and flow of space-time itself. This is the purpose of the Hubble Brain. The term brain comes from string theory and refers to a membrane-like object existing in a higher number of dimensions. In our model, the Hubble Brain is not a physical object, but a conceptual map that charts the expansion of our universe. It identifies natural corridors or lanes where the fabric of space is expanding in a uniform and predictable way, driven by dark energy. These are the interstellar highways for a hyperjump-capable ship. Think of the universe as a vast inflating balloon. The Hubble Brain is like a detailed topographical map of that balloon surface, showing where the rubber is stretching fastest and most smoothly. A ship using a C2 drive would not be plowing through the rubber, but rather aligning its negative Higgs field bubble with one of these pre-existing stretching lanes. Section 5, the C-squared snap, decoupling from the Higgs field for hyperjump. The term C2 in this context does not literally mean the speed of light squared, but is a name for the critical transition point, the hyperjump itself. This is not a gradual acceleration, but a near instantaneous snap. Up to the moment of the jump, the ship exists under the familiar rules of physics within a carefully prepared bubble. At the C2 snap, the ship's systems execute a radical maneuver. They completely decouple the vessel from the local Higgs field. This snap is a phase transition of space-time, supercooled water freeze into solid ice when a single crystal is introduced. The ship's state changes from rest in normal space to motion along the Hubble Brain almost instantaneously. This decoupling is the dramatic climax of the entire process. The Casimir resonators, having established the negative Higgs field bubble, execute a final powerful pulse. This pulse is precisely calibrated to create a momentary null zone in the Higgs field, effectively making the ship's mass drop to zero for a split second. At this exact moment of apparent masslessness, the ship is no longer anchored to its local position in space-time. The background pressure from the Hubble Brain, which was being held in equilibrium, now becomes the dominant force. Section 6, the new frontier, implications and the path forward. If this theoretical framework can be realized, its implications will redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. The most profound consequence is the potential for stable, repeatable, superluminal travel without the catastrophic accumulation of waste mass energy. Ships would no longer be pushing against the universe. They would be moving with it. This eliminates the twin specters of extreme heat, gravitational collapse that haunt conventional faster-than-light concepts. Instead, travel becomes an elegant manipulation of cosmic fields, a partnership with the universe's own expansion. The ship arrives at its destination, cool, stable, ready for its next jump. This technology would enable travel through sudden, discrete jumps between safe, stable states. A ship would not be in a vulnerable, high-energy state for the duration of its journey. It would exist at rest in the Sol system, snap into a stable traveling state along a brain corridor, snap back into a rest state in the Alpha Centauri system. The perilous transition phase is compressed into a near instantaneous moment, managed by the meticulous balance of the energy recycling equilibrium.